Hi, this is Laura's View on Tarot 2. I'm so glad you're here. Today's date is Friday, September 20th, 2022. And in today's video, I would like to take a look at a creator I have great respect for, who often shares some of my work and seems to have some respect for mine, and I do appreciate that. I am speaking of someone that's no longer welcome on the YouTube platform. This is one of the places you can find Blue Water, who I'm discussing. And he is, even here, he's somewhat censored. He can't make comments on his own channel, but in his description, he can sometimes get his point across. He can be found on other places too. I would encourage you to check him out. One of the reasons I respect this man is that, and I assume he's a man because he doesn't show up on camera or speak, but I respect that he doesn't sell silver. He's not a grifter. He doesn't charge for his content. He doesn't sell products. He might recommend some, which is something I've done in the past. And anytime I have, it's not been anything that I've had a personal, stake in financially myself, either, profits or percentages or anything. So I respect anybody who does that, who just puts their content out there, speaks their truth, and doesn't try to take advantage of good people in the process. And it's a shame that his voice has not been allowed to be more freely circulated. But on that channel I showed you, I want to go back and then I'm going to show you something else. He had a very interesting picture yesterday. As you recall, yesterday on September 19th, there was the extravaganza or farce known as Queen Elizabeth's funeral. And if you go here, he's got some interesting links, and one of them takes you to this picture of Prince Charles' wife at the funeral. If you look here, you can see whoever this is not her and is obviously wearing some kind of a mask to appear to be her. Things that make you go, So I want to ask the cards tonight about that whole extravaganza just in one sum, because since I do one topic videos, if I was to go topic by topic, we could be here for years. Was that obvious mask intentional and one of numerous others that observant people can find? Is there other information the universe wants us to share? So is it intentional? Is there more? Intentional? Is there more? And is there more information also? Let's see what the universe has to say. We know that over and over again, the white hats tried to do things to wake normies up. And certainly, that some of those stunts were what helped me to leave the mainstream and take the less beaten path. So is this intentional, one of numerous ones, and is there other information the universe wants us to know about that situation? Our first card is the Death card. Knight of Wands. Three of Pentacles. The Emperor. Hello there. The World. The Star. Oh my gosh, look at all these major arcanas. And the Nine of Pentacles. This will be fun. If you're not aware of it, the more times we get major arcana showing up in tarot spreads, the more relevant the question seems to be. So that's why I get excited when I see more than one. And in this case, out of 7 cards, we have 4 major arcanas. So that's huge. So the Death card is showing up here. Long, slow change. I wish it was death, but in this case, since we're talking about the royals. But for whatever reason, the original second wife of Prince Charles was not available. And this was orchestrated in part by the white hats. So, yeah, so someone was allowed to impersonate her and to impersonate her not too well so that that picture could be caught and others like it. Now, we have in the recent past, we have the Three of Pentacles, which talks about a solid foundation. Things are moving fast now, events. The white hats are coming to the fore. Mr. T is mentioning the 17th letter pretty openly now, quoting from it, things like that. So they've got that foundation built to where that can happen. And oh, thank God. Okay, in the present, we have the Emperor card. He is the ultimate white hat alliance card. Often that's Mr. T, but as we know, Mr. T could step aside tomorrow and the white hats and alliance are going to continue. Whoever the top individual or individuals, if it's a committee work, are going to be working with this. Okay, so this was an orchestrated event, totally under the control of the white hats. May have partially been to fulfill promises to the reptile that she could have a legacy, and I hope that legacy is not for very long, that that we honor that commitment, but that there's an expiration date to it because truth needs to come out. Near future, we have the World card. This is a victory card, okay? White hats, victory, yay. We have a success card, an achievement card here with the sun, another victory card. And then here, the future's looking fabulous, guys. Absolutely fabulous. We have the Nine of Pentacles, which is independence. So we're going to be independent of former beings that had us under subjugation without our informed consent, and independent and prosperity. Let's get some more cards and see what the universe is trying to tell us. We have the High Priestess. Now she can indicate some intuitive abilities, often is associated with some secrets, also with some duality. So it's possible that whoever was playing that, wearing that mask yesterday might not have even been female or born female. Okay, and that includes that second so-called wife of his. Strength card showing up here. Again, strength is with the alliance at this time, moving forward. Things are going great. He is looking out at a new path to take, and this keeps showing up, and I love it because humanity is about to change the path it was on, be restored more to one that was what was meant at creation. And King of Swords, my other big white hat. So white hat, showing up over and over again here. Okay, I get excited about the cards, and I've had people criticize me for that. I'm not going to apologize. I might explain. I see the cards when you do. I don't pre-shuffle. I don't pre-sort. I never pause the camera from the time I shuffle to the time I do the deal. I'm seeing the cards when you do. Now, there are times I stop the camera then so that I can just, meditate and mull and see what the cards are trying to say to me, and get ready to, speak about them with you, but I don't change them. Their order is still there. The only time you kind of have to go on faith is that I don't always show those top 4 additional cards that I may or may not do. You just have to trust that those are there because I don't want to lose my gift by, shenanigans. So anyway, that was a fabulous read. As far as that farce of a funeral yesterday, if you're interested, you can go back and find other instances like that where there's some anomalies that are meant to cause some soft reveals for those that are awake or some cognitive dissonance for those that aren't. And keep your eyes open, guys, because things are changing, if not daily, by the hour. And it can't be too soon, can it? Okay. I do have an afterword that has nothing to do with this video if you'd like to stay for it. But you don't have to, because that concludes this video, and I thank you for your time. It's precious. I appreciate that you chose to share some of it with me. Remember, you did so freely and willingly, so if you don't like what I say or the way I present it, you're free to go elsewhere. Okay, you're not stuck viewing because you've got a financial investment and need to get some, bang for your buck. So if you're here, thank you. And if you choose to leave, I respect that. That's okay. Tarot's not for everybody. Neither am I. That's the way it is. Okay, the afterword. Yesterday's video, I saw in the comments and I was excited. People said that at the 12-minute, 2-second mark, there was a white flash. And behind me at this Airbnb I'm at, this looks out on a deck and there's only woods behind it. It's never been developed. So I thought, oh my gosh, did we have, like a sighting of energy making itself visible? So I was really excited. I went back and looked at that video at the 12-minute, 2-second mark, and that flash actually comes from this side. I'm going to turn my camera a little bit so you can see. This window where the flash came from looks out on a parking lot for a retail establishment. So it was almost assuredly not something of the woo nature, but just a reflection of somebody's grill or headlight or what have you. So it wasn't what we thought. And I didn't want to leave people with believing it was when I was able to clear the air and do so. I try to be very, very candid and honest. And as much as I would like to someday have someone say, hey, in the background, we saw an orb, go to this minute and you'll find it, or what have you. And I think that can still happen. I mean, let's be watching for it. That wasn't what happened in yesterday's video. So that's the way it is. We'll have to keep watching for those little evidences of more than human interaction and involvement and activity. But it's out there. We'll find it. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Be encouraged, be positive, and just know that, especially with a read like this, where we're being told we've got it, the white hats are in control, not only in control, but they're actually making public moves now. It's exciting. And I hope you feel that excitement, and cautious optimism is okay to have. Thank you. Good night.